there's not going to be any change with Disney until they suffer economically even more than what they've already had. Now, that's not an impossible feat. There are those black pillars that are like, well, it's Disney. They'll always do this and that. And I get that. I think that is a problem that we have to address with the other people. The people that still have addiction problems, people that still feel they have to pay for Disney products, people that feel and I think this is a big part of it, go to their theme parks. Definitely for you guys that are out there in Florida, or go to Florida to go to their theme park. You know, you got to understand a very significant portion of their monies is coming from that stuff. It really subsidizes everything else. So yeah, there's some addiction that has to be addressed. But this company is not going to change as far as where they're at ideologically. I think it was very significant. A lot of folks thought that Bob Chapek, for example, which is the kind of the topic of today's story, is that a lot of people thought that he was going to be up out of there, right? They thought that he was going to leave. When it dipped under a certain amount in terms of their stock, it was going to, or shares rather, they were going to go down. And Bob Chapek, by all accounts, Disney's, as it reads, Jacob from Bounty in the Comics, despite the disastrous start, thanks to his leadership, Disney's board of directors has voted unanimously to extend CEO Bob Chapek's contract by an additional 3 years. He's not going anywhere. You have to understand, this is the same man that during the the Disney reimagining thing, he stands in front of everybody and he's giving this little apologetic speech and talking about how he hasn't been that good of an ally and all of those sorts of things. And I think that's the part that crossed into where even people that were addicted started to wake up a little more. Okay, they started to realize that, okay, you came for the children. Okay, you're authorizing or advocating that people, teachers be teaching this weird sexuality crap on these youngsters. And then you're saying that your material, which has always been something that is more, it's not necessarily talking about it's for kids. It's more of that you've made it to sort of family thing for kids to certain things that certainly target them you've made. But you're making stuff with the idea that they're going to consume that, and it has all of this bull crap. What is that Baymax crap y'all saw with the dude talking about periods and crap? Like what is this? Like what is this bull crap it is that they're doing? No matter how goofy I think it is, no matter how stupid those of you that don't give Disney money think that it is, they're committed to it. And this is just another showing into that. They're for real. This isn't something that they were playing around with. They're doing it basically with every single property it is that they have. They are very committed to definitely social justice in general, but especially with the sexuality and the lettuce, guacamole, bacon and tomato group. Like they have really gotten them, like they put them at the helm. Okay, let's just call it what it is. Like you have that one chick and doing the reimagined Disney stuff. We covered that. That big everybody on deck Disney invitation, or what do you call it? I guess a conference. It was all web stuff, and she's talking about her not so gay agenda when she was saying that as a tongue in cheek, kind of like, or not so secret gay agenda or whatever. Like she said, she's trying to put it everywhere. This queer stuff. It's like, dude, they're telling you what it is that their intentions are. You've seen who they've hired. They've told you what they are committed to. They're not going to change. Their leadership is in on it. There may be a person or two that you think that is part of it, and there are some. But they're not. It's far more folks that are with this stuff that are not with it, that are in leadership positions, or rather that have been convinced that this is the route to go. And maybe it is bad information. I've said that before. Maybe it's bad information. Maybe it is the blue-haired wench that went to school for 10 years in some university and ended up getting a fake doctorate degree or fake degrees in general, And now they work for Disney in some sort of fake department. And they're giving them the information like, this is what the next generation wants. This is what the people want. I can accept that being a reality, but it doesn't change anything. It's still what it is. So whether they're getting it because they're just completely complicit as they believe in this stuff too, or they have information, the result of bad information, the result is the same. And that is a massive mega corporation that is entertainment based is using that entertainment to preach bull crap that is a very, it's not even that it's questionable. It's just strictly egregious. It's messed up. But that's where we're at. So accept it. Doesn't matter what you grew up on. Doesn't matter that they control properties that you once loved. If anything, making them punish economically is the best thing that could happen, because maybe when it's all said and done and these guys run themselves into the ground to the point to where they have to start selling off assets, maybe Marvel ends up in the hands of someone that cares. Maybe that sub company ends up in the hands of someone that actually will pay attention to detail and actually give a crap, and I don't know, just not use it as a platform to simply preach transgenderism to children, like as in like that's an option for them, and even advocate for those sorts of procedures being done. Like, these are criminal, evil, jacked up people that are using their platform to spread that filth. The fate that they deserve is going into the ground. I know I say this a lot, but you have to remember, you may watch my videos, but some people, I get new subscribers every day. Somebody stumbles across the material having never heard this. But I'm not in the interest of protecting the status quo. I'm not interested in the status quo that was before being rekindled. I want it to be eliminated. I prefer that it go away. So even in the event that Disney said, okay, we're going to make a new vow and we're going to stop, which they're not going to do. If they ever stopped, it would be they just stopped. They wouldn't do like what they did for the lettuce and guacamole bacon community. They're not going to do that. They're not going to pledge allegiance. They'll just stop. And I'm not interested in just ignoring that and act like they never did that. I'd rather them just get ran into the ground. No, ain't no turning back. Definitely once you crossed into like really teaching bull crap to children and stuff and co-signing that, let them fall. Let them fall. We have everything to gain from them doing that. You just listened to a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake, which is live throughout the week at 12 p.m. Central on youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. Be sure to check out my website, ericdjuly.com, so you can stay up to date with everything it is that I'm doing. You can also become a member and get access to a bunch of cool perks and exclusive content, which includes a social media hub where you can interact with myself and other members. It even has an app that you can get, which is now live in the Google and Apple stores.